Welcome back to the Joy of Gay Sex, you guys. And this is a picture of a bottom. So you saw the picture of the top. This is the bottom, basically. So once again, if you want to know what the term top is, go back through my video. It should be before this one, and it'll tell you what a top is. So here's a bottom, you guys. As you become more sexually experienced, you'll discover you prefer certain sexual activities and positions. You may find that you prefer getting screwed no matter the time, place, or partner. You may also have begun to find yourself evaluating the men you meet by a new index, the size, shape, and the hardness of their cock. How much they check out guys' buns, and how often they come on by talking about screwing or saying they're interested in getting ass. When this happens, you have become a bottom or bottom man. The name, of course, derives from the placement of the person being screwed on the bottom. Being a bottom doesn't mean that you always have to be screwed in the missionary position. That can get boring. Yeah. There are other positions. Nor does being a bottom make you less desirable than a top. It also doesn't mean that you can't screw another man if that's what you and your partner chose. Assuming you practice safe sex, feel free to screw your partner or trick or take turns fucking each other. Many bottoms claim that they are the only gay men who really know how to fuck. They know what's best. Being known as a bottom can be useful in meeting potential sex partners, in that if your reputation precedes you, people are interested in being tops automatically and eliminate themselves from a potential sexual adventure. Identifying yourself as a bottom is useful when placing ads in newspapers or profiles on the internet, but it would be a distortion of reality to suggest that being a bottom is merely a matter of who fucks whom. It is, more importantly, a state of mind, a feeling that one has about oneself in relationship to another man. It is best typified by a line in Richard Burton's translation of the Arabian Nights. Rise, doff thy clothes, and take thy pleasure. In some men, bottom denotes wanting to be taken care of, being protected by a more powerful man, as if there is safety in standing under a psychological umbrella. Another bottom may like humiliation, and a top who will treat him roughly, perhaps tie him up and smack his ass hard before and during fucking. In some men, being a bottom reflects an important streak of passivity, as to say, I want to give myself to you. But don't take passivity too literally. Every gay man knows that the world is populated with very pushy bottoms. Some bottoms are particularly turned on by large cocks. Actually, huge donkey dongs. Not only large, but really thick. They answer ads and profiles of men who claim extraordinarily endowments, and sometimes it's true. This prize is the visual amzabia of some bottoms. A cock's length is rarely a problem. Its thickness may be. If an exceedingly thick cock fucks the bottom hard, the two splinter muscles may get torn. Still, we know of men who have been damaged this way and after recuperating go back for more. We recognize the excitement being plowed hard by a huge symbol of masculine authority. We suggest, however, that if it's your fantasy, place your trick on his back and sit on his cock. That way you'll have a better chance of avoiding physical damage, and be sure that you use an extra large condom. Psychologists have no idea how these preferences develop, nor how and why they change. It's probably best to indulge them as long as one makes decent choices in men, avoids heavy drugs and alcohol, and has safe sex. Bottoms seem predominant in gay life, or so they complain. Paraphrasing Mae West, bottoms are hard to say. A hard man is good to find. The predominance of bottoms was demonstrated during Underwear Night in a South Miami club. Perhaps 1,000 men checked their clothes and danced in their underwear. During the entertainment, the MC, for reasons unknown, asked all the bottoms to collect on one side of the dance floor and all the tops on the other. If the dance floor had been on a ship, it would have capsized. Almost the whole of them were bottoms, and it made a dreary night. What happens if you, a bottom, go home with a trick who also turns out to be a bottom? It simply won't work to have two submissive men in bed together unless one of you is willing to take charge. Many bottoms are capable of topping another man when need be. Others can't get hard if asked to fuck. Still, there are a lot of other things to do in bed. But in the end, if no one is willing to make a move, you may just as well get dressed, go home, and go online. And I'm sure a lot of gay men has experienced that. They, maybe took home someone that they thought was a top, because maybe they didn't, or a bottom, because they didn't ask, and they were a bottom themselves. And then once it came down to it, they're like, yeah. Well, you're a nice person, but it's just not going to work. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people, you guys. Alrighty, so stay tuned for the last topic for today, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and do one more, and I'm going to talk about versatility, so I get a little bit more in depth on that. So stay tuned to the next video, you guys. Holla back.